In this video, we'll recap the simple future tense. We use the simple future tense to make predictions about future events. For example, Jacob will become a doctor. I think I will go swimming tomorrow. So, let's take a look at how we can form simple future tense in a sentence. In a statement, the verb in simple future tense has two parts. Will plus verb in base form. A verb in base form or a verb infinitive means we do not change the verb. There are always two parts, will plus verb base form, for all subjects in a sentence. These subjects can include pronouns I, you, we, they, he, she, it, or other singular or plural subjects. Let's take a look at some example sentences. I will call him tomorrow. The verb includes will plus call. Note that call is in base form. We do not change it. Another example sentence. You will see me in the show this Saturday. We will go to the party. They will become the first couple to win the prize. He will study in London next year. She will complete the course in December. It will be a great trip. For all the sentences, for all the subjects, the verb includes two parts. Will plus verb base form. In negative statements, we form the simple future with will plus not plus verb base form. Basically, we add the not in between will and the verb infinitive for all subjects including pronouns I, you, we, they, he, she, it, and other singular or plural subjects. Example sentences. I will not call him tomorrow. You will not see me in the show this Saturday. We will not go to the party. They will not win the competition without your help. He will not study in London next year. She will not complete the course until December. We can also contract will and not into the short form won't to, for example, I won't call him tomorrow. In questions, the simple future is formed by putting the will in front of the subject, including pronouns I, you, we, they, he, she, it, or singular or plural subjects. And after the subject, we write the verb in base form, or we call it the verb infinitive. Example sentences. Will I see him tomorrow? Will you perform in the show this Saturday? Will we receive the timetable soon? Will they win the competition? Will he study in London next year? Will she complete the course? Will it be a great trip? Remember, we do not change the second part of the verb. We keep it in base form. Checkpoint 1. Let's complete the sentences with the simple future tense of the verbs in the brackets. Number 1. It is a statement. How should we change the verb? Right. I think I will go to Grandma's place tomorrow. The verb is formed by will plus go in base form. How about number 2? It's a negative statement. Correct. She will not go to the party the coming Tuesday. You can also combine will and not to its contracted form. To, She won't go to the party the coming Tuesday. Number 3, it's a question. How can we ask a question with the simple future tense? Yes, we put the will in front of the subject they and the verb in base form join after the subject. Will they join the choir this year? Finally, what's your answer for number 4? Correct. Will there be any rain tonight? Good. Let's move on to the next section. We can also use be going to talk about future events. When we use be going to, we are speaking informally, like Charlie Brown in the picture. Or we use it when we are quite sure about the happening of the future event. For example, it's going to rain. I'm going to give my brother a PlayStation for his birthday. So how do we use be going to talk about future events in a sentence? Let's take a look. In statements, we can use be going to in place of will before the verb base form. Note that we need to change the be after different subjects. After the subject I, we use am going to plus verb base form. After the pronouns you, we, they, we use are going to before the verb base form. And after he, she, it, we use is going to before the verb base form. Let's take a look at some example sentences. I am going to call him tomorrow. You are going to see me in the show this Saturday. We are going to go to the party. They are going to become the first couple to win the prize. He is going to study in London next year. She is going to complete the course in December. It is going to be a great trip. And of course, you can contract the subject and the be. For example, I am going to can become I'm going to. You are going to can become you're going to. We are can become we're. They are can become their. He is can become his. She is she's. And it is going to be can become it's going to be. How about in negative statements? We put not between the be and going to. I am not going to plus verb base form. You, we, they are not going to plus verb base form. He, she, it is not going to plus verb base form. Let's take a look at some example sentences. I am not going to call him tomorrow. You are not going to see me in the show this Saturday. We are not going to go to the party. They are not going to become the first couple to win the prize. He is not going to study in London next year. She is not going to complete the course in December. It is not going to be a great trip. How about in questions? For questions, we put the be in front of the subject and the rest of the verb after the subject. For example, am I going to plus verb base form? Are you, we, they going to plus verb base form? Is he, she, it going to plus verb base form? Let's take a look at some example sentences. Am I going to see him tomorrow? Are you going to perform in the show this Saturday? Are we going to receive the timetable soon? Are they going to win the competition? Is he going to study in London next year? Is she going to complete this course? Is it going to be a great trip? Checkpoint 2. Let's complete the following sentences with be going to and the verbs in the brackets. Number 1. It's a statement. How would you complete it? Correct. I am going to go to Grandma's place tomorrow. Number 2. It is a negative statement. What's your answer? She is not going to go to the party the coming Tuesday. Number 3, it's a question. How do you ask a question with be going to? Right. Are they going to join the choir this year? Number 4. How do you complete this question? Yes. Is there going to be any rain tonight? Well done! You have finished recapping the simple future tense.